Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to kind of discuss with you guys the best drugstore makeup that I have either been using for some time now or just my current favorites. So if you would like to hear all of my best products, then just keep watching. So I'm just going to start this off really quick with a classic product, and this would be the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I have been using these for years. I'm sure you have heard of these concealers. I started using these when I first got into makeup, and they are just a staple. Currently, I use these to conceal my brows, but I would use this still if I didn't have so much other concealer to choose from. But this will always be something that I will reach for, and it's only like $3. So definitely the LA Girl Pro Conceals. If you haven't tried these, then where have you been? So this next product that I have is from a brand that I'm not really too familiar with, and this brand is called Joa, and it's this matte liquid lipstick, and it's this really pretty nude color that I've been loving lately. And this was only, I want to say this was under $5, but I'll swatch it for you guys so you can see how it looks. And it just looks like this, just again, like I said, this really pretty nude color, and I've been reaching for this lately. So this next product that I have is also a lip product. I think the next two products that I have are going to be lip products, but this is by Milani, and it's their Amore Matte Lip Cream, and mine is in the shade Covet. I've been using this, I want to say, over a year or two, and I really love this lipstick. It is just this pretty rich deep brown shade, and one swipe and that is the color payoff. It's really beautiful, a pretty winter color, a pretty overall color. I haven't really tried many of Milani's products, and that's just because when I did look at their foundation, they're not one of those brands that goes really into depth with their foundation. So as far as Milani, I only have a lip product from them, but I don't really tend to buy too much of brands that I feel like don't cater to me, but that's just, you know, my thing. But yeah, as far as this lipstick, it's a really good lipstick. So this next brand that I have to show you guys is called Essence, and what this is it's just a wet look lip gloss. It's a clear lip gloss, and it's good for just like topping off a color or really just wearing it alone. I actually have this on alone, well, over top of a brown lip liner, but that's all that I have on, and I really love the look of this. It's really, and Essence is one of those brands in Ulta that is on the cheaper end, and I want to say this was around $3. I mean, Essence has some of the cheapest makeup. I've actually tried their liquid liner pen, and I want to say that one was around $2 to $3, and that one works really well. So I do recommend the brand Essence, and I'll just have to try some more of their things out, but I do really like this lip gloss. So the very next thing that I have to show you guys is this palette, this eyeshadow palette by CoverGirl, and it's called the True Naked Dazed palette. What got my attention about this palette is that it's really colorful, and when I used this in one of my older videos when I was trying out new drugstore makeup, this was one of my favorite things. And again, it is so pigmented, and I really love the colors in this. So bold and so pretty. So definitely try this one out. Closer up is the blue shade and the yellow shade. Really impressed with this palette. It's so pigmented to be a drugstore palette. So the next palette that I'm going to show you is by Makeup Revolution, and this palette is called the Reloaded Palette Division. So this is just what it looks like. It's all your neutrals and your brown tones and your sort of like fall shades, olives. It's kind of like matchy with what I have on right now. And I did use this palette on my eyes, so I really do like this palette. As far as color payoff, it's really decent. It's not the most pigmented thing, but it's definitely up there for a drugstore palette. So, and I want to say I got this for $7 at Ulta. So yeah, Makeup Revolution's palettes are really inexpensive and they're pretty good. So the next two brands that I'm gonna show you, when I had the idea for this video, I didn't realize how much I had of these two brands, and they are NYX and Maybelline. And basically I did not try to make this a NYX Maybelline type of party, but it's just what it is. Like, they are killing the drugstore game and they are at the top of drugstore makeup. That's just my personal opinion. So I am going to have quite a few of these to show you. Very first thing that I have from Maybelline is their Master Chrome highlighter, and when I say this is the very best drugstore highlighter that I've used, I mean it. This is so how do you explain it? This is just so buttery and shimmery, and it kind of almost has that wet look when you apply it. I have it on, I've had it on for some hours, so it's not like that first, you know, that when you first apply it, it doesn't look the same, but because my skin is so oily, it probably looks a little bit different, but it still looks very wet and just like glazed. I love that glazed look. That is what this highlighter gives. It is just amazing. It's amazing. If you keep up with drugstore makeup or anything like that, then this Maybelline highlighter is probably at the top of drugstore highlighters. I love it so much. So the next thing that I have from Maybelline, it's called the Soda Pop palette, and for one, this palette smells good and it looks good, so why not? I really do like the pop of color in this palette. It is very travel friendly. I love the tones in here. It's a little bit different. It's like you have your neutrals and a pop of purple and a pop of red. And this palette is also surprisingly very pigmented. I did a review that I'm probably gonna link down below from this video, but I did a review on this palette and I loved it. So pigmented, so buttery, and this is an amazing drugstore palette. I want to say I got this for $9 or $10. I could be a little bit off, but that's around the price that I got this palette for, and I highly recommend it. So this next one that I have is called the Maybelline Superstay Stick Foundation. I've been using this a lot lately in my makeup videos, and this was one of their newer foundations. I guess they maybe came out early last year, or was it a year ago? All I know is that this is one of their newer foundations, and I've been using it a lot lately. I love the fact that it is very matte and it dries down to my skin. I typically do not use a cream foundation, but I really just wanted to try this one out, and I was really surprised at how much I liked the finish of it and how it made my makeup look. So I definitely recommend the Superstay foundation. So these next things I am absolutely obsessed with, and I think I'm getting pretty close to owning just about every shade, And it's the Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks. I have a ton of these and I really love them so much. The staying power is amazing, the color is amazing, how opaque they are, the payoff, I mean just everything. They smell good. I really recommend these lipsticks. I have the shades. Okay, I think I'm just gonna swatch all of these because why not? This first one right here is called Visionary, and it's this really like different sort of like lavender color. So it looks like this, really pretty. The next one that I have is called Huntress, and this one is very different. It swatches almost like a grayish color. It doesn't really look exactly like this gray on my lips, but it's very similar. So I just wanted to get this one because it's really different, and why not? I just wanted to try it out, and I do like this one. I've worn this one a few times. I don't really wear it too often just because it is one of those different kind of colors, but I still do really like it. So getting into the brown shades, this next one that I have is called Fighter, and I think I've done a video swatching this one already as one of my favorite fall lipsticks. So this next one is called Protector, and this is a deeper, much deeper brownish reddish color, and it looks like that. Really pretty, really rich, and these smell so good. They smell like cupcakes and buttercream, and I'm literally obsessed with them. Like I said, I want to get all of them. So this next one that I have is an amazing red. It's called Pioneer. First of all, Maybelline, I hope you see this. I hope you find this video somewhere along the line, but sponsor me. Okay, so this red is so beautiful. It is so deep and bold. I just love this shade of red. I have been wearing this one a lot lately. So this next one is called Explore, and I recently did a video with this one as well. This is one of those shades that I don't just wear, you know, as often because of the color, but I really love it. It's this really striking deep blue shade. I would wear this like more often if I felt that I could be more versatile with it and make it work more often, but not everything goes with outfits and hair and all of that. So but this is what it looks like. So blue and so gorgeous. So this last one that I'm going to show you guys is called Romantic, and it's just this bright and fun pink shade. I want to do a tutorial with this color because it is so pretty, but I love it. I love it. This is one of the ones, again, kind of like the blue one, that I haven't really worn as often, but I think in some tutorials coming soon I want to use more of these like bolder colors because I love color. So yeah, these are all the Maybelline matte inks that I own. I will be purchasing more. I just try to go a little bit easy each time I go back to the Maybelline section. And when I say these are so pigmented that it's hard for me to even get them off. Like once they're on, they're painted on and they last a really long time. And so I already did my full face of NYX products. If you would like for me to do a full face of Maybelline, just put that out there in the comment section because I definitely can do that. So now we're going to move on to NYX. The main thing that I have been loving from NYX is their Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. If you have been subscribed to my channel for a little minute now, you know that this is something that I frequently pull and I frequently use. It is just a really good foundation. It's full coverage. It works for my skin type, in my opinion, and yeah, it's just it's matte. It has a matte finish, which my oily skin gravitates towards. So I definitely recommend this foundation. I am in the shade Mahogany. So this next one is a brow product that a lot of people have probably already heard of. This is just one of those staple brow products, and this is their micro brow pencil, and I've actually done my brows with it today, and it's just this really thin pencil. It's really precise, and you can get into those hairs and just shape up your brows exactly how you want them. So on to my lip liners. If you've been subscribed to my channel for some time now, you know that I always pull for my NYX lip liners, and I love a brown NYX liner. Just amazing. I have nutmeg, I have brown, and I have espresso, and they're almost gone, almost down to the nub. I mean, I use these with every single lip color that I do. Even when I do the bright ones, I always pull for these lip liners. So pretty much my everyday staple. I think right now I have espresso on with the gloss, the Essence gloss. So now the NYX HD Photogenic Studio Photogenic Concealer, and I have the shade Golden, and this was one of the concealers that I just recently started using. So this isn't one that I had been using for like years, but I had always heard about it. I recently tried it, and I do love this concealer. I have it on today as well, and my oily skin gravitates towards this concealer as well. I want to say that this is full coverage. I could be wrong, but otherwise I really do like how this concealer works for my skin. I feel like it lasts longer than a concealer normally would for my skin type, so I really love it. So another staple drugstore product that I have to show you is the NYX matte liner, matte liquid liner, and this is just in the shade Black, and I have been using this for quite some time now. It is just, I have tried high-end liners, I've tried drugstore liners. This is up there with the best of them. It just is what it is. Like, this is a staple liner, and it's really good. It's really opaque and dark and black, and really precise. I love this liner. So this next one that I have to show you by NYX is their 3 Steps to Sculpt palette, and this is one of those palettes that I recently kind of discovered that I'm really liking. I love it because of the deeper contour shade, because for a while I was sort of like eyeing their bronzer shades and they don't get that deep, so maybe they need to, you know, change that a little bit. I know bronzers are really supposed to be warmer than a regular contour shade, but their bronzers don't get that deep, and I do use bronzers to contour as well. Again, this is why I was excited when I saw their newer product that had a deeper contour shade. So I typically just use the contour shade in this. I'm not just obsessed with the highlighter and the powder, but hopefully they can make some single compacts with just a deep enough contour shade such as this one. So the very last NYX thing that I have, well, that I have to show you guys, I didn't want to go overboard with the NYX. I just wanted to do my like absolute favorite NYX things. This is the Ultimate Shadow palette, and this is another one of those palettes that's really just for a basic kind of day. It just has those neutrals and those browns in there, and you have your warm tones. And this is another palette that is drugstore, that is really pigmented for your neutrals kind of girl, and I love it. I've been using this a lot lately. But I want to say that this palette was a little, I want to say this palette was like 15 bucks. I could be off, but still that's really good for a palette, and I feel like it's definitely worth it for the quality that this palette is. So definitely that. Another honorable mention that I have, that I currently do not have, but I'll probably put it up on the screen for you guys. If you've been subscribed to my channel for some time now, you know that this is my favorite drugstore mascara, and it is the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. I have that mascara ingrained in my head, and I probably have it ingrained in some of you guys' heads because I would constantly use it so much to where I currently don't have it anymore because I ran out. But I just had to list that as one of the best because it is definitely up there. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my little collection of favorite drugstore makeup. There are obviously some things that I really love that I've tried that I liked. Maybe I've run out of them, or maybe I just don't have them right now. But as far as current drugstore favorites and some brands that I've kept over time, these are it. Yeah, as always, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I would love some love. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.